Oh boy, been waiting a while to play this one. This is one of those few times where I'm actually going to buy a brand new game and then stream it and do a recording immediately. So things generally with hell in the name are always good. This game seems to be good. Hellblade, Hellraiser, really great movies, if you feel like it. Hell Driver, another really great movie. Healthcare is really great. All these things have hell in the name and they're all very good. Oh yeah, I think I read that auto is like it adjusts based on how you're doing. Photo mode is, you know what that is. I don't know why that would be on or off. I thought that was just a thing you would do in the start menu or whatever, but everything here seems fine. I imagine it'll teach me the controls when the game starts. Yeah, it's probably fine. Let's just go ahead and start a new game. Let's dive right in. This isn't the first time I've been to hell in a game either. Can't forget Doom. That was not too long ago. The new Doom was really great. Cursed Crusade. I don't have the same compliments for that game, but I went to hell there. Then there was a Virtual Hide Lead. I didn't actually go to hell in that game. That was just kind of a living hell for me to experience. So check that out. Alrighty, let's get right into it. I'm probably not going to talk much during cutscenes because I want to take this game seriously. I even considered not streaming this at all just because I wanted it to be a just me game, but
Hello. Who are you?
Oh, there's already a terrible problem. There's no subtitles. And I missed the opening. Missed some opening lines, so we're gonna start right over. Wow, we're off to a great start. I wish all my LPs started this well. So here we go, fresh start.
Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
Oh boy, whispery dialogue.
What's happening?
Oh, now we got subtitles up top.
It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. Feel you coming.
This is actually so quiet. This might be the loudest I've ever had my TV during a video game.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others.
Oh, I can move the right analog stick here. So that's the thing worth talking about. Senua, of course, has a mental illness. And they actually had people that were, you know, familiar with that kind of thing and studied it to, you know, like write this character. And I think that's a really cool new idea.
I think the darkness
Surely
changed
it's
them,
been
just
done
like it
before.
changed
You know,
us.
we've had lots of games about psychosis and other things, but the fact that they like hired someone and that they're like really strongly about it, I think that's really cool.
Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you gave you.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. They're here.
Can you see?
mean, it's a small nitpick, but I'm not crazy about the way the text just disappears instead of fading out. It's a small nitpick. I mean, I guess it expects to be off screen by then, but I noticed it. I notice everything.
But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back, go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
I hope no one does that to me. Or at least if they do, I'm dead first, because I mean, like, I can't really care after I'm dead, right?
Stop.
But it sure looks unpleasant to be alive through.
They're watching her. Watching her.
You're so close to the darkness.
There was one thing I noticed during the opening shots of her that isn't very apparent right now, that I hope we'll get another shot of soon.
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Well, this certainly resembles the gates to hell. They did a good job decorating the place.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
Oh, took the control away from me. Expect things to happen.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know.
Okay, it's apparent in this shot, the thing I mentioned earlier. What she noticed the narrator and me, the player. Oh, no going back now. I mean, there was no reason to do that. It's always nice to have the option, right?
That conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
So the thing I was referring to was when we have close-up shots of her head area, the fuzz coming off of her head, like her hair. That's a detail you don't really see a lot in games. You know, like your hair gets frizzy. You may not know this, but as a long-haired person, I promise you hair gets frizzy really easily.
Focus, Senua. Focus. Focus and you'll see. What happens if you focus?
I'm focusing. Focusing real hard. But yeah, that's just not a detail you see very often. Even like characters with dreads, like they always have that fuzz. Well, I mean, people dreads do, but like characters, you never see it. Their dreads just always look like solid mats, and that's not how it is. So I just really appreciate seeing the fuzz. You know, I like to appreciate them small details. I'm not going back. There's no gameplay back there. Who's coming though? I don't feel like running.
The darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt.
Can I take this torch? I feel like I would like to take this.
Not this time.
Oh, we're saved by the god rays. It's symbolic, get it? I'm no slouch on my symbolism. I know these things.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
Is he?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you?
Man, the hair just looks so good. I can't get over that. Like, all the details are there. That's what hair looks like, people. You never see it that accurate in games. It's always stylized and very pretty.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're called
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Dillian, I'm coming to get you, Dilly boy. You can count on it. I haven't been told any of the buttons yet. Oh, I can zoom. By holding R2, I can zoom.
Why doesn't she turn back?
Oh, was that the thing I should have focused on before?
He's already dead.
Do I want to go back and do the focus thing on that thing? I don't know if I want to do that, since I don't have a run. Oh, wait. I do have a run. It's L1. It just doesn't want to tell me the buttons yet. I'm going to go back. I'm going to run away from all of this. It's too scary. I've changed my mind. I can swim back. The waters didn't seem all that treacherous. I don't want to hear anything from you guys about me turning back. I was told I wouldn't be judged. Oh no, this is where I started, I guess. Oh, it's right there. That's the thing I was looking for. It was replaying some of the dialogue as I was passing by. So that did do a thing.
Forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
It would have been nice to know the focus thing so I wouldn't have to come back here and look at the thing. I did press X on it, which is the interact button. I'm pressing down and it is not photo moding. Is that because it was an options thing? Did I leave it off? Oh yeah, it's on. Now it's on. Boom. Let's just fool around a wee bit. Wow, that motion blur is strong. Oh, we can take a look at her hair fuzz that I'm so happy about. Not very, I'm not very photogenic either. So anyway, don't worry about it. What other options we got here? Framing, we got a zoom. The shading doesn't care for this particular feature. Oh, we can spin around a little bit. Really get an emphasis on the what's going on here. Oh, I can make her invisible in case I want to you know, just get a picture of the area, or just the enemies maybe. That's cool. I don't super know what this does. Oh, I see, it's blurring the foreground and getting the background in there. Exposure. Yeah, you can, wow, you can mess around with a whole bunch of stuff here. I'll get that, get them Snapchat filters on. Film stock, natural look, no filters. Get them crops. That's not very good for this particular shot. Yeah, let's go with no vignettes. Effects. Oh, look at this. This is fancy. Oh, that's creepy. It lights, makes her eyes... Wait, how did I get... her eyes went freaky for a minute. Maybe it was a bug. Oh well. This is a nice transition right here. The way you're like kind of in a... You're in like more claustrophobic setting despite being outdoors, and then it just opens up to this. It's very nice. Leaving the lush greenery of the gates of hell behind. What's this little thing sticking out? Oh, look, the one little last shrub. I'll notice you, shrub. I'll miss you, shrub. See how the water reacts to my feet. It doesn't really. I guess it could just be very muddy. Oh, this looks nice though, doesn't it? A little brightness coming off the wet sand. That's pretty.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
A hidden path, huh? Am I gonna have to do some climbing? I played Enslaved. I expect to do a little climbing. That was another game by Ninja Theory. I really liked Enslaved. I thought that was pretty good as well. I don't remember just how well it was received, but I enjoyed playing it. This was not a thing I should have done. There's nothing over here. Oh, another thing to focus on. I know how to focus. Oh, it's an M. M for focus.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Okay, I'll go there now. I wonder if I can walk away from those and they'll continue talking, or if that's a proximity thing. I don't know how to climb. Oh, X is interact, I guess. Even though I haven't been told that yet. I hope I'm at least going to get a combat tutorial. Oh, this doesn't look like a great bridge. I can see my route though, at least. I'm going to do a little reach around, a little pull up, do a thing, and find my way there. This looks like the most dangerous part, so once this is out of the way, it'll be smooth sailing.
You don't know where you're going.
I know where I'm going. The stones told me. Think I can't follow vocal instructions? Alright, let's get down. It's not like I could go back anyways. I kicked my boat away. And it was too deep to keep going. I guess Senua can't swim. She can only wade. Oh, this is a thing, all right. I don't even have to press the focus button, it focuses for me. It's dangerous, touch it. Solid advice.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way.
Where is he?
The bastards catch me again. Never!
Just a memory. Step you around.
My tales of Northmen. They call me Bruce. Liar. An old fool. Bruce is my king.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
I really like the way that he's super out of focus, despite Senua being in complete clarity. It's a neat effect.
Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
Oh, is this when you teach me about focus?
She needs to focus
Oh,
now.
I got me a rumble. My controller's doing a rumble. It still didn't tell me to do it.
Hold it in your mind's eye, or find one like it to open the gate.
Okay, so I have M powers. I need to go find another M. Oh, there's an M right here in the shadows.
It's in here. Focus. You will find it.
I found it. It's right here.
Look towards the gate. The gate?
That's neat. I kind of like that.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous.
I want to go through it. Press that X button.
Where will it take you? It's not safe. Good work.
Yeah, this volume fluctuates way too much. I have to adjust it all the time.
Lived in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
I know you did. I don't need to be told.
My people pay the heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Sure thing, Virgil. Is that what your role is going to be? Are you going to be my Virgil on this trip to hell? Oh, that's another time in hell that I spent when I did comparing Dante's Inferno.
She was trying to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is
Oh, this one looks just as precarious as the last one, but it's super wet. That's the key to making something way more dangerous. Have water constantly running over it. I feel if I wasn't looking down, it would be less scary, so let's look over here. There, see, it wasn't so bad. Just look away. Oh, this one's even worse now. It's all busted up.
You can stand on the edge. Pretend it's going
Oh,
to be
I was in
okay.
control of that. Holding
But you know
forward.
that death is near.
How much I hold forward determines my speed. Oh, no, no, no. To the right.
Little
To the right. Yep. No, I'm in control of that too.
can't
I gotta
just
keep real
push
steady.
things away.
Oh boy. Nope, 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 nope. Right, left. I was tilting the controller because I was like, man, I wonder if 6-axis is gonna do a thing. So I was actually tilting the controller, hoping that would help. Oh, let's give her a focus over here.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed. And with her, you must bargain.
When I approached that area, it actually kind of auto-focused immediately. I think that was just a little thing that meant me to take a peek at. Oh, another one of these, huh? Well, now I double can't go back. I guess triple now. Boat, ledge, and ledge. the ultimate no-go backsies.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead.
That's a little immersion breaking, I'm not gonna lie.
Herself. The half-rotten goddess that walks over hell.
Half-rotten goddess, that sounds fucking cool.
Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
So this is becoming more and more like Dante's Inferno as I think about it. Just like a gender swapped. I guess Virgil is still a dude if he's still around. And I'm a chick looking from a boy instead of a boy looking from a chick.
I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
That's a damn shame. The right arm too. I mean, left still sucks, but not as bad. Oh, and who's this motherfucker? I don't... Okay, I got a block. Oh, that was pretty cool. That was really cinematic. I like the angle too. Okay, I'm not being told the buttons. Is there like a... Okay, that's like a rush in. Ow. I don't have like a dodge roll, I just have that block. Oh boy, it's not going good for me. That's pretty cool. It looks like the slashes stay on their body. I like that. I got a big old red vignette. That's how you know I'm not doing well. Oh, look at that perfect block. Cool. Oh, that was unfair. You weren't even fully here yet. And you're not here now. All I can do are cool, perfect blocks. So I was either supposed to lose or this is a very elaborate game over. Her crown kind of reminds me, or I guess maybe not her crown, but her headgear kind of reminds me of Monkey from Enslaved. I wonder if that's just a little nod. Also, I don't remember being this gross when the fight started.